How are y'all doing? Before we go out of town, I wanted to work on my blue jay a little bit more. He is a young blue jay, and I wanted to work a little bit more on the background. So here we go. I printed cards all day yesterday. Let's see, what do I want to do first? We need to work on his tail feathers. Let's see. This is a young bird, so his markings are not bold like the other ones are. All right. So we're going to start off. Where is my... okay. Here is a scrap piece of paper. Let's see. This looks good here. I'm going to put another layer of blue right here. So it is a darker shadow. Right here, it's really dark. This is ultramarine blue over a Payne's gray. And that makes it darker. I'm also going to do a light wash over that. Let it dry. Pick that up so that it doesn't make such a hard line. Wipe off my brush, go back over it again, and leave it be. All right, now I want to work on the branches and this leaf right here. And I'm inclined to work on the leaf. So, let's see. We want a little bit of gold in with the green to make it look like the leaf is turning. Well, you can tell Paisley's down here. My cat seems to go where she wants to these days. All right. We have a little bit of a stem. Well, that didn't... This part of the leaf is going to be darker, but I still have to put the layers on. I'm going to go along the edges here and lift up some of these scraggly edges. with my brush. I would rather not have to leave the house today. I'd like to stay home and just paint, but we have a certain birthday party to go to for a sweet young grand niece who is 4 years old. And my husband just arrived home. There will be lots of barking in just a minute. And I'm just smoothing this down so it's not so raggedy. Yes, I am. I'm doing a live. All right, we keep going in here with a darker color. I'm going to, well, my dogs made a liar out of me. There was no barking. That's a first. All right, so to make a stem, or a vein in a leaf, you'll want to create some contrast, and you go back in with a darker color. This particular color is called Undersea Green. It is made by Daniel Smith. I started out painting a few years back with Daniel Smith, but then I got introduced to Winsor and Newton and really liked them as well. But the greens by Daniel Smith are wonderful. The three that I love the most are Undersea Green, Perylene Green, and Sap Green. Now, Winsor and Newton have a sap green that is very similar. But I couldn't find similar color in Winsor Newton as of yet. Haven't really looked hard, haven't really needed to look hard for matching. Now I'm going to go in with this gold and mix with this and see if it will create the coloration I want for this particular leaf. We've all seen them gradually turn. I'm just dotting in some color. And we'll see how that works for us. Again, on this side, I want to make gold looking leaf on this side. Now this vein really gets diminished around here. Okay. All right, we're going to let that rest just a minute. Then we're going to start working on the limbs to give it some background. I'm starting out with a light color because in watercolor, that's what you do. You work from light to dark and you layer. I'm going in on dry paper with a somewhat damp brush, but it is not heavily wet. It is. I'm thinking this will be beautiful when I sublimate it on a garden plaque or a card. Oh, I can't wait. Okay. Now, I'm thinking that maybe this brown might work. Sepia. We'll see. You want to remember your highlights and your shadows. That is what creates your depth, your level of realism. I'm mixing sepia with some Payne's Gray and tapping it into the bottom of the branches. It is going to take quite a bit longer to complete this painting than what I had imagined. Put some contour on the branch to make it look like it is 3D. It's not, you do one swish or one curvy mark and that's it. Try to imagine, well, not imagine, but really look at all the different colors that make up that particular branch. And there's more than just a little gray and brown. It's dappled. The sun is striking it at all places. It may be darker in the middle of the branch rather than the bottom of the branch. We don't want to take anything for granted. All right, more sepia. All right, now on this particular part of the branch, it is lighter. Yep, this painting is gonna take a long time. Okay, oh well. It may not go to market next week. Oh well. All right, and so you see the contour line that I'm talking about? There it is. But you don't want to make one line. And I'm just going to let it finish like that. In the back, the branch is fuzzier because this is the focal point right here. So let's go back to this side. For some reason, these branches appear a little bit more muted and they appear brown. So let's work on that. It's just muted. My reference picture came, I used Pixabay a lot, free images. I want this line to go away. I don't like it to be all puddled up next to the branch. I'm going to push the color out. I hope you can see how I'm doing this. Slightly damp brush, pulling it away. There's a lot of color there. But one has to be careful. You don't want to create a bloom. That, my friend, is hard to get rid of. And it being, and you just move the green out. And then I have to let that rest a little bit. I don't want it to create a bloom, which it almost has. And we'll just let it rest. Well, it looks like my husband is at home. Oh, let me do at least one gray stripe here. That's really bugged me. We'll let this dry over here, but you can see the bloom. I created too much water, and I will have to go back and fix that. Darn it. I had more water in my brush than what I had imagined. We all make mistakes every blooming day. Everything we do. With black colors, you can create black colors with primary colors. But here's the thing. There are just random sparsed out occasions where I will use a flat black, but it's minimal. I don't use it a lot because it's flat. It just sucks the air out of the room, so to speak. So you want to be limited with it. Let's see. And try to create some interest when you use black. Go from light to dark. If you went to a color theory class, they may have tortured you with create light to dark swatches. 9 swatches, I believe, we were tortured with to go from white to black. I'm not sure I achieved that. It's been so long ago. But it certainly was a pain, and it made as you can tell, a lasting memory. All right, and you can even draw with your brush to make more detail in your painting, which, my minor is in drawing, so, I have to throw a little in. You know me. I just have to. It is so much fun. These are the contour lines I'm telling you about. And you go back like that. Okay. Now, what was I got distracted. Here we go. I'm doing paint spray right now, and I'm putting, is this ivory? No, this is lamp black. I don't want lamp black. Payne's gray and ivory black. And we'll see how this does. He's going to make me get up and get dressed here in a minute. And I'd rather stay at home and do this. And I'm just going to go down and fill in just a wee bit. And have to come back to this later this evening. But y'all, this bird is beautiful. The gradation of light to the dark purple. Oh my goodness. It is surprisingly just to change topic here, a very pleasant day here in Mississippi. But just wait. July hot is coming. All right, y'all. He's going to be peaked at me if I don't get up and leave here. But I don't want to get up. Oh well. Let me raise this up just a little bit so y'all can see. Oops, that scared me. Too much coffee. All right, can you see? Let's see, raise it just a little bit more. And there you go. That's the work for today. A little bit makes a difference. Thank y'all for watching. Like it, please subscribe to my channel. I have other videos that I think you might like to see. And we'll talk to you later. Have a good day.